Right, so hello and welcome back to the Bachelor After podcast.
Woo. Woo. Turn it off.
Episode 17.
How do you remember that?
I have it written down when I do the prep.
An impeccable memory.
Yeah. So we don't really do much evergreen content. No, the opposite of evergreen content here. We never really talk about what's going on in the news. So most of this isn't. So if this is all boring, just skip to the next bit, which is about menstruation.
What?
Really? Actually,
Are we actually?
Yeah, come on. I thought you'd really enjoy
Underrated.
it. And then there's way more cool science stuff. We've got a mini game. We've got another mini game. We've got some interesting facts and stuff, cool things to talk about. But for now, we just have to speak about the stuff that's happened lately.
Can I just say I'm really excited for the episode after hearing all that?
First of all, you should be. The Euros.
Oh my goodness gracious me.
Now, you're part Italian and part English, so you've had an absolute stinker.
Yeah.
Because Italy went out probably before they should have.
Also part Swiss.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and we beat the Swiss. Who are you cheering for?
I was actually just curled up in a ball, just sniffing myself.
Actually, really quick, we should address the elephant in the room. Hello, Mr. Elephant. No, I'm joking.
Yes, he got a haircut.
Nice. Good reference. No, for our audio listeners.
What is the elephant? I don't even know what the elephant is.
We're on a sofa.
Oh, right, okay.
We're sat, because everyone's always like, oh, you guys are so formal in your armchairs. And now, because Batch is always like, I want to reach across and touch your thighs.
He said that's why he changed this around.
That's why I covered them up. I'm now wearing trousers.
Well, this is the darn most comfortable elephant I've ever sat on.
It's a comfy setup. I prefer it, I think. It feels more
Don't do that.
relaxed. Just wrap my arm around you.
But I did say to Laura, if I get uncomfortable at any point, I'm going to give her a hand signal and she's going to stop the recording and come and put the other chairs back.
So if there's a really weird cut and it goes to two chairs, you know what's happening.
You know, we should do that. That'd be fun.
But no, anyway, back
to the Euros.
Back to the brief this week in the news.
I tell you what, Euros is it's bittersweet. Shall I tell you why?
Why?
One, I had Spain in the sweepstake, so I won £120 from my friends.
Lots of money.
Two, I'm going to Spain on holiday, and I'd rather not go as the winner of Europe because then they would hate us more.
You've been out there laughing at you.
I'd rather that than they go, I'm not serving you because you're so good at football.
You know, I could have told this from your beta male result in the Wolf podcast. I think an alpha male would want the other way around.
Would they? And an alpha would end up bruised, no paella in their body, and quite frankly, feeling sorry for themselves.
See, me as a delta male, I wanted a draw.
You wanted a draw?
Just so I could just discuss with my fellow Spaniards.
For the little bit.
There's actually some Spanish stuff coming up later, actually, that's really interesting.
I don't want to talk about it.
I might put it on pause. But yeah, Southgate resigned. Did you see?
Good.
What are your thoughts?
I'm going to be on. Okay, there's there's a bit of it's kind of split. Some people are like, oh no, he's done a good job. You're being too harsh on him. And then the other ones who despise him being there. I fall into. I don't despise him, but I don't think he's good.
No,
it's one of the best teams we've ever had. You should be looking at least convincing in the games running up to the final.
That's also, that's a good point. I mean, we did get to the final, which is good. But yeah, no, I mean, Euros as well. Like summer comes around, the Euros are on. You want to be just playing electric football, like score 4, concede 4, fine in a draw. But like a 0-0 and you're like...
It's just very boring football. And it just
boring.
doesn't look like he's getting the best out of the squad. That's my opinion.
That's the thing for me. It's mainly the boring stuff. And going into the next tournament, if someone said, would you rather Southgate or would you rather someone who's like a bit more high risk, high reward? I'd be like, give us the high risk, high reward.
I'd rather go out in a blitz, like getting beaten 8-7 in the first round than getting to the finals and losing.
I don't know about that, but I think in hindsight, like, you know, not saying all these results in advance, but, you know, given the chance, you know, Klopp being a manager for England.
Yeah, Jurgen Klopp.
Electric football. Heavy metal football, it would be so much more fun.
Put me in for the World Cup. Put me as the manager or something. I don't
know. Are you
exciting? Exciting, yeah, I can be. Yeah. Not today, but yeah.
Not today.
Actually, I've got a fun fact, and this is you're going to be like, wow, you are exciting, actually. So, as you know, I grew up in Crawley for a brief period of my life. There's 2 schools, Oriel and Hazelwick. Yeah, my family all went to Oriel. Southgate went to Hazelwick. Furthermore, Southgate's father taught my dad how to play javelin, I think.
What?
Something like that. a good arm runs in our family. I can throw something pretty far. That's why I can't say the saying, "Well, I don't trust you as far as I can throw you," because quite frankly, I can throw you pretty far. I'm being honest. But isn't that fun and exciting? Huh?
Honestly, that was top 3 most boring things you've said on the podcast.
Anyway, okay.
But you are an exciting man. Someone actually did comment, like, did you see the one someone got a bit like, because there was a bit where I was like, you add nothing to this podcast or something in the last episode. And someone was like, oh man, don't say that. Batch adds a lot to the podcast. And I was like, don't worry, buddy. I'm only joking.
Whoever said that, thank you, because the truth is, he's not joking and he says this stuff off camera all the time.
Bro, don't gaslight them all.
Thank you.
This is unbelievable.
Gaslighter. Thanks, guys.
But no, what did you end up doing for the football actually? Because we were potentially going to link up. I went to a place, had to get there for 11:30.
I was going to say, I imagine you'd have to get there pretty early.
And then 8 o'clock. That's what makes the Southgate stuff more like, we've been waiting in a beer garden in the sunshine. Hard to complain about that. But 8.5 hours later, and then we get put through that dull game. It's like,
I just ended up, because I was going to come to London, but the night before I was playing Monopoly at 2 a.m. So I woke up and I was like, I don't fancy going to London. I stayed at a local pub.
Brad, a wild one.
Yeah.
Monopoly game was probably more interesting than the football.
It was quite funny, actually. No, the Monopoly game was good, but we didn't even finish it. It was funny, in the local pub, there's like kids running around and something. I can't remember what the guy said, but one of the locals just shouted something, like started a chant about Danny Dyer and sex or something really inappropriate, and the whole pub just went silent. It was such a funny moment. I didn't know what to do with myself. But actually, you know what? Even though we didn't win, it was a good experience, and I had a good time this Euros.
Yeah. Gareth Southgate, got a little factoid for you, of managers of England to have managed over 50 matches. He has the 3rd highest win percentage, 59.8.
And this is where people get their opinion on him, like where they say, "Oh, he's actually quite good. Look at the stats."
Yeah, we've done well in
such a great team.
That's true.
Like, look at the
player
squad.
for player.
Look at the
against
squad.
Spain, we really should have battled.
And to be honest, Spain deserved to win. Genuinely, one of the best squads Spain has probably ever had. A great squad.
Do you think?
Yeah, they are so good. Do you see how they dominated all tournament?
I saw a tweet and I was like, I so agree that they are one of the few teams in the world that just produce 10 out of 10 technicians in every position.
They were just brilliant. I mean, individually, if you look at them and break it down, you probably wouldn't say, "Oh my God, this is world class," the best.
Coming
Spain
into this, Danny Olmo, no one would have been like, Danny Olmo will be a player of the tournament.
But as a team, they just work so well. Whereas I think England probably lack that. Like, we've got individuals, but as a team, it's just something doesn't click. And I think it's probably Southgate.
Yeah, if I'm a manager of a Prem team, I'm going, let's just get lots of Spanish people on board. I mean, Pep did it with Rodri. I mean, Rodri makes Man City tick like crazy, doesn't he?
Yamal's insane, isn't he?
And Yamal, oh my God.
16 years old.
To be that good, that young. He is the Luke Litter of football.
I was just discovering my penis at 16 years old.
Okay.
Anyway, so that's killed the football chat.
Yeah, speaking of Spain, the Spanish islands.
Tenerife.
They found Jay Slater. We weren't really keeping up with this, but the fellas asked us about it, so I was like, we could bring it up.
Yeah,
we went on the fellas podcast, by the way, so go check that out if you haven't already, and leave a nice comment so that they bring us back on again.
Please. I haven't kept up to date on any of it, to be honest, but I just know they found.
There were like loads of conspiracy theories about him being taken by the mafia, taken out at sea, chopped up, all that kind of stuff. And it looks, on the face of it, like he did just get lost, wandered, and fell off a cliff edge or something.
But have they done the post-mortem yet?
No, they haven't exactly figured out what it is. Because that's the thing. Now, loads of people are coming out going, "Oh, now he's been found at the bottom of a cliff face. I bet all of you conspiracy theorists feel really silly." Yeah, but they're just going, "That's exactly what I would do if I was a mafia man."
Yeah,
I mean, put him and make it look like an accident.
The post-mortem will probably show, won't it?
Maybe.
Unless, they could have just pushed him off the edge.
Yep.
So, yeah, I guess we'll never know. We'll never know. Or maybe we will ever know.
It's kind of, when I used to make true crime videos, the like unsolved mysteries used to really get to me. I used to have a series with the fellas called Unsolved Mysteries.
Series with the fellas?
Yeah, so the fellas used to do a thing called Fellas Mysteries. And whenever Triple Freeze was away, I would fill in.
Of course, yeah.
And so I did a bunch with them. But like, I would lose sleep at night just being like, what happened?
Because it is frustrating, isn't it? You really want to get to the bottom of something.
Yeah.
But you'll never knowing something is just something it's hard to get to grips with.
Yeah,
in everything, in every walk of life.
Another one was Spain, actually. Whereabouts in Spain are you going?
I'm going. South, close to the French border.
What are they like in terms of reception to tourists? Because if you've seen in like Ibiza, the Canary Islands, Mallorca, Menorca, all the locals are going, get out, you know?
Well, my best friend literally lives in Tenerife.
As a Brit?
As a Brit.
Wow.
But he's been there for a while now. So the thing is, and Tenerife sort of split into like the south where you get a lot of English, the north where it's more local, and it's just a different split. But I'm not going far from Barcelona. We were planning on a day trip to Barcelona, but then I saw all the videos of people.
Barcelona's a big one for it.
People just pouring water on tourists saying, get out and stuff like that. Yeah, they're
squirting on them with squirt guns whilst they're having lunches.
Yeah. Why is that? English tourists specifically, or tourists in
general? I think if you're a like family that lives family's been in Barcelona for a while and you live there and you've got all these companies and rich business people and, you know, not even necessarily that rich people just going like buying up property to rent out on Airbnb.
Yeah.
You know, drives the property prices up crazy. And then all of a sudden families that have lived there for generations are now being pushed out because they're like, we can't afford to live here, which is kind of understandable.
I get that, but I don't get like telling tourists who are just there for a holiday to get out.
I think it's doing exactly what has happened with you. It's put people off going there in future. So like now you don't want to go. It will drive that, like other people will agree. Tourism will drop.
Demand. They're going to lose so much money from the lack of tourism.
That's true.
And I think that'll affect them more. I don't know. It's up to
them. It is
a
tough one. Yeah, exactly. It's their call. That is a big debate at the moment online about whether, especially because I don't know if you know, the same thing happened in Hawaii about a year ago. The locals were they still are, but there was a real, like social media really caught on to like native Hawaiians just being like, stay out of our islands, you know, like it's so bad. Like we can't afford to live here. There's crazy pollution. Like we haven't got the resources for this.
Yeah.
And there's just constant debate between other people, both from abroad and from these local places being like, our economy is largely dependent or in no small part dependent on tourism.
Yeah.
So it is a difficult one. And obviously, you know,
Catch-22.
With economics and models and stuff, you know, even the best economists, powerhouses and think tanks in the world can't really predict any kind of economic outcome of any major action. So you can have the theory of what happens if you decrease tourism and, you know, shifting supply and demand curves. But at the end of the day, you never really know how everything's going to react. So
amen.
Who knows? Okay. By the way, people are starting to...
Did you see the compilation?
Yeah, I saw the compilation of us failing our high fives.
High fives, yeah. Fun fact, guys, I do it on purpose. Ain't that right?
Yeah, you do miss. I mean, you miss so bad sometimes. I'd be surprised if people didn't know that.
I think people think we're trying to high five.
Yeah. Do you think?
Yeah.
Because it's that far off. The audio people must just hear a silence and then just a little ruffle of my jumper and that's it.
Yeah, because I always hit your
jumper. It's because he hits his forearm into mine.
It's because I'm trying to feel the material of your jumper every day.
Boyfriend material.
I knew you were going to do that. It's not.
Another thing they brought up on the Fellas podcast that we got flamed for a little bit, you know, the Huck Tour girl.
Did we get flamed for that?
So not on TikTok, but on YouTube Shorts.
Shock horror.
So we said that we didn't find it particularly funny and it was millennial humor. And I'm just Gen Z because I'm mid to late 90s. But people were really not happy with me. Yeah. Well, I mean, more Freezy and Chip because they're obviously a couple of years older, being like, these guys are millennials or borderline millennials. They shouldn't be saying millennial humor. But loads of people were like, just really offended that we were saying Hot Tour Girl wasn't particularly funny to us.
Just our opinion.
Yeah.
I don't think it's that funny. And I think even people who did think it was funny will inevitably at some point be like, okay, I'm getting sick of this now. Because she's got her own like documentary, her own podcast and stuff like that.
So the reason I bring it up is because she's got a really good PR team. So she's obviously come out and been like, oh, I'm not going to get rich quick by, you know, selling my soul or whatever. The first thing she's done that I've seen is she's went to like a Walmart, bought loads of doggy treats and toys and brought them down to the local like cats and dog shelter and given them away, which I thought was really sweet. But then it's like, is it too transparent?
What, for like?
Just content, she made a video.
On TikTok
I don't know whether it was her
YouTube
YouTube channel. I don't know whether it was a news one. I just saw a clip of it.
And people say that, like, oh, they've got a good PR team. How does she just get a PR team? Do you have a PR team?
She said she hired 5 bodyguards. She walks around with 5 bodyguards.
I want to know where this money has come from, because when someone just says something funny online and then all of a sudden they're like appearing on podcasts and stuff, you don't get paid for those appearances.
Oh yeah, you do.
I'm not being getting paid for this.
You literally are. But you get paid for podcasts. But she got paid 30 grand to appear at a club entrance for an hour.
How much do the fellas pay you?
The fellas, yeah, fair amount. I call that fee for the fellas was a fair amount.
Yeah, they paid me $5 million for my appearance.
Nah, they didn't pay me nothing. I always laugh because people always comment like, I get quite a lot of comments because I do quite a lot of collab stuff with the boys at the moment, like, oh, Arthur should like double his call out fee. I was like, boys,
yeah, people think we're charging. Yeah, no. In the UK, it's based on favors though, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it must be different in the US, like getting paid 30 grand for a podcast appearance, because I'm not being funny. Any podcast thing that I've ever been invited to or anything, it's just expected to be like, oh, you come on it because you promote yourself.
That's in the scene. I think if we grow, we'll potentially get invited to podcasts where we'd be like, we'd have no interest in going on that because it's like...
We need our hot tour moment.
Yeah, we do. But it is crazy, isn't it, that you can blow up and be that big and all of a sudden afford 5 bodyguards and a PR team.
I know, bodyguards is crazy.
I haven't got a PR team.
I haven't got a PR team. I am my PR team.
Yeah.
And I'm my bodyguard as well. I do actually have a bodyguard, but he stands so far back you wouldn't even know.
Lara's my bodyguard.
I forgot Lara does jiu-jitsu.
All 4'11" of her.
Just 4'11".
I think she's just stood up behind the box, but the box is 5 foot, so we couldn't see her stand up.
No, she actually is 5'11", guys. She's pretty tall.
Yeah. People are going to meet her actually because we're planning on potentially doing a live show.
Yeah, we just had a meeting about it. Let's just be completely transparent with our talks, guys.
Yeah,
we're doing it.
The wheels are in motion, and you'll see Lara in the crowd just going, "Yeah, come on!" Actually, we should get. I think it'd be funny
if she came on stage.
Yeah.
For something. Yeah. Oh, she makes some of these games for us. Maybe she could come on and have something for us. Live comments.
Yeah, that's true. We'll get Lara involved at some point.
Yeah.
I reckon she'll charge double than we will for the meet and greet. She'll have a 50 quid meet and greet.
Wonder what a call up fee is actually. We should probably look into that before we get her on stage. Might not be able to afford it.
No.
We'll see.
And that's pretty much, and then of course the assassination attempt.
Ah, yes, JFK.
And were you out for the football during that?
I don't know when it happened.
On Sunday.
Was it before the football?
Before the football, yeah.
Yeah,
I think sat around. It was one of those. It came at a time when everyone was kind of like a few beers down, so it really kicked off some fiery conversations.
I didn't go to the football till like 6 p.m, so I was actually completely in a sound mental state.
Were you?
And I just had a message from a friend saying Donald Trump just got shot.
Yeah, it's actually wild.
I didn't think he was telling the truth, so I didn't look into it.
I think that would have genuinely been one of the biggest political.
Yeah, do you
moments of our lifetimes, like in a considerable way?
Oh, absolutely.
The big debate was whether September 11, 2001 would have been bigger, but they'd probably be like the two.
You just used 9/11's long name.
Yeah, I did. Well, I was worried about demonetization with all of this, and now
what, 911.
And now I've said that word as well. It's almost
it's getting worse.
Digging us up a hole.
Yeah. Do you ever think, as we're going through life, I wonder what moments are going to make the history books?
Yeah.
Like you've got COVID.
Yeah. Oh, our kids will ask us about that, certainly.
Yeah, because that's going to go down like the Spanish influenza.
Yep.
Am I right?
Yeah.
And you've got that
assassination attempt. Yeah.
Things like that. Us starting a podcast probably go down.
Yeah, definitely. Well, maybe.
Well, when we get world domination, maybe. How about that?
Do you think that will happen? No, but yeah, that is, and how close it was the crazy thing. Like clipping his ear, and did you see the image of if he hadn't turned his head?
Yeah, if he just turned it or hadn't turned to look at the board,
yeah,
it would have caught the back of his bran.
Again, annoying that I'm a determinist because I don't believe there is an if that hadn't happened. Yeah, because I think it was always happening. But I would love to run a perfect simulation of the world and see where it is in 30 years had it happened and not happened.
Yeah, how that would affect us.
And just see the butterfly effect and just see how the world shapes up.
I think that for a lot of things.
Yeah.
Like even when you fart sometimes.
Well, the butterfly effect is the flapping of a butterfly's wings.
Yeah.
but that is obviously a lot bigger. So I don't even know if you should call it a butterfly effect. Maybe assassination attempt, but depends.
Yeah, sure, whatever. You say potato, I say potato.
Yeah.
Anyway, what else you got for us?
Imagine it just cuts there and we're in 2 chairs.
Oh my God.
That would have been such a good one, but I can't be bothered.
Can't be asked.
I really can't be bothered.
We'll just get Lara to move the chairs for us.
Yeah, that's true. So, menstruation.
Your favourite meal?
That is so weird.
I don't know why I went
We were just saying our sisters listen to this now as well.
Yeah, but they know what menstruating is anyway.
So I stole this actually from the basement yard.
You stole menstruation from the basement. That's a big no-no.
But I think they took it from Global Action. But we'll anyway. So what do you know about menstruation?
Everything there is to know about menstruation, I know it already.
Okay, so I've got 12 euphemisms here.
Hit me.
For menstruation.
The blob.
We've actually got 2 women in this room right now.
Yes.
So that's why we're a bit nervous of this episode.
They could be menstruating, they could be not. We don't know. It's a mystery.
So in Austria, Hungary, Latvia, Norway, Germany, and Switzerland, they call it Strawberry Week, which I think that's my favourite one of them all, I think.
That sounds delicious. That's the problem with that.
Can we pause and get this guy some food?
No,
please.
Because my fat ass would love Strawberry Week.
My hungry ass could never be in Germany for Strawberry Week. I think it was Joey who was saying like, how sweet is that for like Germany? Just like
Strawberry Week.
Strawberry
Oh
Week.
no, because do you know the word for strawberry in German is really long and aggressive? It's like
Lara, can you actually do English to German translation Strawberry Week, please?
Yeah, because strawberry Enkelbach or something like that.
In German.
I actually learned German at school. That's Erdbeerwoche. That's what it is. Erdbeerwoche.
Yeah, actually not quite as sweet as Strawberry Week.
Oh no, Erdbeerwoche. Erdbeer. I think it's longer than Erdbeer. I don't know. Anyway.
I did see when we were playing the Dutch people, one of them writing a tweet about him being offside, and it was just his elbow, and it was spelt like Elboog. And I was like, Elboog. This ain't a serious language.
No, it's funny to be fair.
It reminds me of that. Have you seen that interaction on Twitter with the guy being like,
no.
You're Dutch? And the guy's like, what's wrong with being Dutch? And he's like, ridiculous fake language and culture.
No, I did not.
Send me your cranium measurements, you Yakubian ape. I must study you for science.
What? That sounds like you. I must study you for science.
I was honestly cracking up.
I thought you were going to talk about, there's like a TikTok comment thread where people are speaking in English about the video, and then someone puts in this like paragraph of German, and then the guy below him's like, nobody understands you, bro. And he's just got all the likes. It's quite funny.
Nah.
It's quite horrible, actually.
Didn't see that one. Euphemism 2. France, Belgium, and Canada, among others, the English have landed.
They call it the English.
They say the English have landed.
What? Because of all the spilled blood?
Because of the British Army's red coats, I believe.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's quite nice, actually. The British have landed. Yeah, but if your like mum comes down in the morning and just goes, "Oh, the British have landed," does it make you squirm a bit?
Yeah, it's a bit negative, isn't it? It's a bit scary.
It's a bit scary. Yeah,
you're a foreign country and you hear the British have landed.
You're in trouble.
Yeah, it's a bit, unless it's people nowadays and they know we've been on a flight and they go, the British have landed, and it's just me and you getting off a plane.
Yes, for a Sidemen Sunday.
Or for a tour.
Yes.
Oh my goodness, actually, the Sidemen, I can't even talk about it.
Well,
this is coming out Thursday.
Okay. You can't.
But
he wants to go, guys.
I suffered immeasurably for the Sidemen Sunday coming out on Sunday. It was honestly one of the most... Actually, I had such a fantastic time, but it was a something 24 hours, and we didn't sleep, and my goodness. Anyway,
shows.
Used in Brazil, I'm with Chico. I've heard this one before, actually.
With Chico.
Do you know what this one is?
I'm with Chico.
Chico Mendes.
No.
Human rights activist who got assassinated in 1988. Nope, fair enough.
No, I wasn't around then.
Yeah, so they just go, hey, I'm with Chico.
Hey, I'm with Chico.
Just also bleeding.
That's crazy.
This one's a bit rude, but apparently it's meant affectionately by Finnish people. They call it mad cow disease.
What?
Just go, sorry guys, I've got mad cow disease for the week.
That's very offensive, I feel.
Yeah, I
got
know.
mad cow disease.
But apparently it's
meant.
meant affectionately.
Really?
Yep.
Hey, that's their culture.
Mad cow disease. Yeah, there's many negative connotations in that one. But I'll leave it to the Finnish to explain it. Statement pending, I assume.
Yeah.
Denmark, Estonia, Canada, and Sweden. There are communists in the funhouse.
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 That's ridiculous.
It's a great word for,
in the funhouse.
But communists.
I thought you were going to say in the tunnel.
Yeah.
Underground. There's communists underground.
Yeah, something like that.
You know, vagina.
Yeah. But yeah, I guess Denmark and Estonia, sort of right on the border.
Are they? I didn't know Estonia was that close, actually.
Yeah, bordering Russia.
Wait. Denmark's up there, though.
Yeah, that's where Russia is as well.
They just be putting places everywhere nowadays.
They've been there for a while, pal.
Just moving things around.
Yeah. Ever since Pangea, they've been mixing things up. Should have just stuck with one big old country and left it.
Yeah, they actually should have. Ooh, an episode on tectonic plates would be fun.
Yeah. Let us know in the comment section if you want that one.
Everyone's going to love that, you know that.
That is actually really interesting, actually. I do like a bit of tectonic plates. We could talk about the biggest ever tsunamis that have happened from earthquakes, how big they are, which ones we'd survive, which ones we wouldn't.
Yeah, our favourite type of crust.
Yeah. Yeah. Crust on, crust off. We could have that debate.
Yeah.
We don't like getting too political, but we could dabble. We could stick our toe in. Anyway, on a similar vein, because we're getting a bit political here to continue. This one's used across Belgium, Denmark, Greece, and Romania. The Russians have arrived.
Classic.
Yeah.
That's a true classic.
That is
Can't they just say I'm on the period? I'm on my period.
Again, Denmark, not too far to east. Again, Russia. Romania, sorry, Russia's again not too far to the east. Both countries just slightly west of Russia. But Greece.
Yeah, Greece, yeah.
All the way down in the old Mediterranean.
All the way down there, eh? Why are you guys saying that?
And then the last one on this theme, Australia, Canada, Germany, and Finland say Japan is attacking. Which is another...
Because the red hole.
Quite strong one.
The red dot.
Oh.
Maybe.
The flag.
Do you think?
I don't know whether that's a World War II or maybe it is the flag. That makes a lot of sense, actually.
Or maybe
the red
I don't know if the Japanese wear like red.
But then they say the Japanese
uniform.
are attacking. So it's not just like, I'm waving the Japanese flag.
No.
Interesting.
Something.
Back to Spain. Our enemies for the summer.
Yeah, too right.
They say, this one's used across most countries in Central and South America.
Paella.
But it's Spanish speaking, obviously. I'm with Andrew, the one that comes every month.
Of course. Yeah.
That's a bit weird, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I say that.
Who's Andrew?
The blob.
Apparently it's quite a catchy rhyme in the original Spanish.
Oh, right.
It's Andrés, el que viene cada mes.
André Chile!
Vamos a Chile.
Vamos a Chile.
Which we might do for a vlog someday.
What?
Go to Chile. Oh, this one. Okay, this one you might be able to guess because it's not too much of a surprise that it crops up in Australia and New Zealand.
Oh my gosh.
What week is it?
Do I have any other clue?
It's
Shark Week.
Yes, it actually is. It's Yippee! Shark Week.
Shark Week.
Apparently sometimes people use it in Canada, Finland, Germany, UK and US.
Shark Week.
You know, did you see, oh my goodness, did you see the Texas shark attacks the other day?
No.
On the weekend of, what was it?
July the 4th?
July 6th.
Why?
I think it was July 6th.
Independence Day. July 5th.
There was basically...
there was shark attacks.
There was a bunch of shark attacks. There was on Twitter, a lady had a shark, literally, her calf was gone. It was like... I actually can't believe it. I should never have looked at the photo.
Oh, you saw it?
Yeah. Literally her like shin,
That's why
like,
I hate Twitter right there.
Leg up, and it was like a perfect bite mark. It was...
my God.
Yeah, I think it was July 6th. Because obviously it was the Independence Day is 4th of July.
Yeah.
And then I think people were partying the entire week. And there have already been 24 shark attacks in the US. So so far.
This year?
Yeah. One of them has been fatal.
I didn't realise they had that shark-infested waters. Really.
But the dumb thing was, after the first person got bit in the Texas waters, because there was this one day where I think 3 or 4 happened, blood's in the water, the sharks will smell it and come. Surely you go...
Why would they come?
Because they like blood a lot.
Okay.
You'd think they'd be like, we need to shut the beaches for the day.
Yeah,
because all
like
the sharks are going to be lurking.
Red flag that thing.
Yeah, I just thought that was very bizarre.
I also saw a news story saying that the UK is in serious risk of great whites.
Yeah.
Fuck, why didn't I say white? Great white sharks.
Yep.
Because of global warming.
Yep. There was an apparent sighting actually recently, but it was unconfirmed.
Yeah. So they're going to start infesting our waters because the waters are warmer now. Yeah. They can enjoy the climate and there's plenty of fish. It's the fruits of the fruits are juicy. You know?
Another one. Also used in Australia and New Zealand. Think of what else you do. What else do they get up to?
Kangaroos and wallabies. Shrimp on the barbie. The blood clots on the barbie.
Close. Surfing the crimson wave.
Oh, very close.
I'm surfing the crimson wave this week, mate.
I quite like that.
Oh, I don't know.
That's poetic.
Yeah.
So, yeah, why would you be surfing the crimson wave?
No, that was just an example of something an Australian would say.
But why would you say that?
What?
Why would you say you're surfing the crimson wave?
I wouldn't say it.
Yeah, why would you say that?
No, well, stop asking me that because I wouldn't.
Okay.
A South African one. Granny's stuck in traffic. No idea why they'd say that one.
Because of the tampon.
Explain.
Obviously. Because, fun fact, they put them inside.
Right.
To absorb the blood.
Yeah.
So the blood is stuck in traffic because of the tampon.
Okay.
Do you get it?
Yeah. Apparently Granny actually just drives a red car. So I don't know why I withheld that.
I was close. Why did you let me make something up then?
And the last one, I'm untouchable.
From who? Who says that?
Lots of places. This one's mainly in India and Nepal.
Right, because it means don't
The kind of point is that period euphemisms aren't always a joke. There's a lot of blood taboo and social stigma that women and girls are made to feel about menstruating around the world. And, a lot of girls don't go to school in certain places in the world for the week when they're menstruating, and some even lose their lives. I think there was a poor girl recently that took her own life because of shame in India from it. And it sparked a big conversation about people just saying, we kind of joked about it, like us speaking about menstruation, making it so normal and without much of a serious twist to it. But there is obviously just a really important point that, there are plenty of places in the world where, there's a lot of stigma around it, not enough education about it. And the world needs to know that it's normal and, just a normal part of being a woman and entering adulthood.
You're getting a round of applause from the people in here as
come
well.
Come
on. Our king!
Yeah.
Our king!
And you can actually go to globalaction.org and they're taking steps in educating people around the world for that. So that's the end of the menstruation segment. Yeah, we mixed.
Nice, man. That was a nice ending.
Science and funny and everything.
That was nice.
Good vibes.
Educational message.
Yeah,
at the
nice
end
little way to finish it.
That was sweet. It took me off guard. I won't lie, but
did it?
Yeah,
yeah it did. It is supposed to. I mean, that's kind of the point. That's get a profound impact like that.
Yeah.
I think going for a moment, bring it down a notch.
Yeah, quite instantly.
Yeah.
Nice.
So next up, we've got some science stuff. Come on. So we've got some. I'm playing a mini game. First time we did the science in the news, people really liked it. But I did realize I just spent about 10 minutes just reading news to you. There wasn't much to talk about. So in the last episode, we did a science in the news, and I made you try and guess what the story was from the headlines. And I think mixing it up like that and adding a bit of fun in.
Yeah, that was fun.
It adds a bit to it. But this time we've got a different one. Real or fake?
Ooh!
New segment alert, real or fake headlines.
How do I play this?
So I'm going to give you a headline.
What do
and I
I
want
do?
you to
What
guess
do I
if
do?
it's real or fake. And walk me through it so that you can actually speak for a little bit.
Well, no, I'm going to stay seated, but okay.
NASA, you like them?
Yes.
want to send a swarm of bees to Mars.
Real.
Why?
I thought you never ask. Why would they send a swarm of bees to Mars?
So tell me about. Let's talk about Mars's.
Okay, so
conditions.
Mars does not have an atmosphere.
Yeah, pretty much. Its atmosphere is about 1% as thick as ours.
So
bees flapping their wings would struggle a little bit.
They would.
But gravity.
But I would imagine, this is why I'm confused why they would take them to Mars and not just into space first. Have they already taken them into space?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Because
probably not.
They do that with certain things. They'll take tardigrades up to space and see if they found out they can survive in a vacuum.
Yeah.
So
everyone's seen that Monopoly Go advert from us, by the way.
Oh yeah, of course. And
Batch was filming that
50
by the way.
times. Yeah, I was.
Batch was the cameraman.
So if you noticed, good camera work on that. Thanks. That's all me. I'd imagine just testing their physiology under 0G environment, and to see if they can to go to Mars. I would imagine maybe just to see if they can withstand the radiation levels they would be receiving.
Interesting. A very reasonable suspicion. So obviously it's got lower gravity, which helps. So the fact that there's not much atmosphere for them to flap through, there is lower gravity. But the truth is, it actually is a truth. It's a true story.
Why are they
and so NASA is exploring an innovative approach to Martian exploration by developing Mars bees, but they're robotic.
Oh.
So they're designed to fly over the surface of Mars.
Just like they've got the drone.
Yeah, they basically just want flapping wing microbots, roughly the size of bumblebees.
Why flapping wings, though?
So, first of all, they're intended to work in swarms, which will significantly increase the efficiency and coverage of the surface exploration compared to something like a traditional rover. And the rovers obviously cover much more limited ground. They move quite slowly. And these bees are going to be capable of mapping terrain. They can collect atmospheric samples and potentially search for signs of methane, which could indicate, of course, presence of life. And the other cool thing is that they're turning to nature for inspiration. So they go bees because migrating flying animals show astonishing long-range flight capabilities disproportionate to their sizes. So have you ever heard of a monarch butterfly?
I have actually, because I've seen the excrement, beautiful wings.
Yeah, very beautiful wings. They've got a wingspan of 10 centimeters or 4 inches, and they fly 4,000 kilometers or 2,500 miles from North America to central Mexico.
That's crazy, actually.
And they fly through super thin air at heights of around 11,000 feet.
That's nuts.
Or 3,500 meters.
I didn't know they did all that.
So I think we're going to turn, as engineers often do, especially in aviation, to
nature.
To nature. Evolution that has perfected flight.
Think about it. Evolution over millions and millions of years to perfect the perfect biological system for a job. Why create something else?
Yep. Because if you're a slow flapper, or you can't go very far and you need lots of food and you're inefficient, you're not making your journey, you're getting eaten, and you ain't passing on those lame genes.
Boy. I should have thought, actually, realistically, they were never going to take a live creature to Mars because of contamination.
Yeah, also, like, what would that be? There's no flowers and stuff for it to pollinate.
Then I started thinking, maybe because they want to see if they would evolve to not have wings and you'd get bees that walked on their feet.
It would be cool. I mean, I know we don't like the whole contamination thing, but we should take...
let's just pick one planet and contaminate
just drop tardigrades on there.
Just pick a moon. Just pick our moon.
Tardigrades would survive there.
Yeah.
And hopefully eventually breed.
I guess it is a good thing, really, that we have the laws in place to not do that. But it would be cool to just fill the moon with stuff.
Yeah, really.
It's our moon.
Yeah, it is our moon.
Realistically. I mean, don't touch Mars. It's not our planet, but just do what you want with the moon. Put up like wombats or something. Something could happen with them. Yeah. Anyway, what else you got for me?
Okay. So that one was real and you guessed it right. So come on.
My split of the podcast increases to 60%.
Lara with the other 38, me for 2. Come on.
Yes. He wasn't there for the negotiations.
I really need to fire my representative, actually. Goes down every episode as well, which makes it worse somehow.
That was in the agreement.
Next up, man caught in China smuggling over 100 live snakes inside his pants. Real or fake?
Real.
Why?
Because I don't think you'd make it up.
100 live snakes?
Yeah. I think it's real because you wouldn't give me something false straight after a real story because that's predictable.
It's true. It's true. He knows it's true.
But I don't know why was he doing that then? Does he sell them?
He was intercepted by customs agents at Fushun Port on the boundary between Hong Kong and Shenzhen, China. Upon inspection, customs officers discovered that the pockets of the trousers of the passenger were packed with 6 canvas drawstring bags sealed with tape, each containing living snakes of all shapes, sizes and colours. So at least he wasn't snake discriminatory.
Yeah, I imagine he was probably selling them.
Probably.
All different flavours of them.
Yeah.
Which is cruel, really.
Would you ever have a snake as a pet?
Yeah.
They are really cool creatures, aren't they?
I would. I like the idea of having a snake as a pet.
You ever held a snake?
As a kid, when like those guys come in with a bunch of different animals, you get to hold them.
Yeah.
What about you?
Good times, yeah.
Yeah. You ever seen a wild snake in the UK?
We have a lot of grass snakes in Jersey growing up.
There
I
are
used to
a few
live on
grass snakes.
grasslands.
I've seen a dead adder near my house as well.
Really?
They're the ones you got to watch out for. That's right. We got a poisonous snake or venomous. What's the word? Venomous, not poisonous.
Yeah.
Venomous snake.
Nice.
In the UK.
Okay. Third title. Buckle up. Microscopic algae are driving tiny scooters.
Microscopic algae are driving tiny scooters. Buckle up. Now, this feels like you've made it up and put in buckle up to make it sound like a real article.
Wait, why would I not be capable of saying buckle up?
No, I'm saying you are, but you think putting buckle up makes it sound like a real article. That's why you put buckle up. Because you think that I would think that has to be real because Arthur wouldn't say buckle up.
What?
I'm going to say this is false.
Why? Just for the buckle up bit?
Yeah.
Do you think microscopic algae could drive tiny scooters?
I mean, yeah, because the thing is they come up with these titles, but then it realistically is probably just...
Like the hippos flying. Where
exactly.
Their feet were just off the ground for 50% of the time.
Yeah. But I'm going to say it's false.
Oh, okay, well, you're wrong.
It's real. You gave me 3 reels.
I gave you 3 reels. You hit me with 3 reels every night. He sends them in my DMs.
You didn't respond to the last one.
Yeah, it's like he sets me homework.
You didn't respond to the last one. That was a banger as well. I can't remember what it was, but it was a banger.
This is so cool, by the way. So the algae in question is called Chlamydomonas.
Chlamydia, yes.
Reinhardti. It's a single-celled green algae.
Interesting.
Classic.
Get your cells up, boy.
So they've got 2 long flagella, which are basically like tails.
Light penis.
And they can swim at 100...
Just get the shit up.
Pat's just jumped a mile because one of the women sneezed.
One of the women sneezed. They have names, actually.
Can we leak your real name? Harry's here. Harry just sneezed.
Yeah.
Harry the sneezer.
Yeah, or was it Lara? Lara sneezed.
Was it Lara?
Lara, don't you dare do that again.
Really sick of you.
Bless you, by the way.
Yeah, bless you. Oh, God.
Drop that in the comments right now. Spam the comments with bless you.
Yeah, say bless Lara.
Yeah, bless.
Anyway, they can swim at 100 micrometers per second, and their body's only 10 micrometers long. So they do 10 body lengths per second.
That's pretty quick.
Which is us running 60 foot per second.
This is what's crazy. These small things, like ants carrying how much is it? 10 times, 100 times their body weight.
Yeah.
Why are they doing all that?
Yeah.
Why are we pathetic?
Yeah.
In comparison.
It's a shame that we don't really have anything like that already.
So what's the scooter part of this then?
So these students, and kind of weird if you ask me, Naoto Shimizu and his co-authors wanted to try and harness these abilities by fitting them with a harness. So they designed 2 micro machines consisting of small baskets in which the algae are trapped. So they basically hold the cell.
Yeah.
They hold the algae, but allow the flagella to freely move. And then the baskets are then attached to each other. It's almost like a little
human
algae
centipede.
Okay. Kind of the same thing, but that's so dark. Algae centipede. And it actually leads to the cooperation of the algae. They actually spin together and generate enough propulsive force to move a mechanism larger than a single cell. So you can actually watch them. There's a little GIF of it. And they kind of just spin these 4 legs. These 2 micro machines are basically a scooter and a rotator. And in the rotator, this is what I was just talking about, the 4 algae sit in baskets at the end of 4 arms, which are center pinned down. As they're swimming enthusiastically, they can spin the rotator 20 to 40 micrometers per second. Also, why am I saying it micrometers? It's definitely micrometer, isn't it?
You could just say micron, can't you, anyway? You could just say micron if you want.
Yeah. Anyway, that's really cool. Actually, Lara, do you want to get this up really quickly?
That's would you say a human life is more valuable than an algae?
Yes. Would you? Lara, really quickly, can you just Google buckle up microscopic algae, and it will come up as IFL Science, because I want the people who are watching to be able to see the GIF.
Yeah, it's hard to kind of picture it in my head, to be honest with you.
Yeah. That top one.
So they've just created like a...
And then scroll down, and we'll try and describe it. Just accept the cookies at the top right as well. And then scroll down.
Why?
Just there's a massive thing blocking the way, because it's big. It's a big old GIF. Here we go.
You know you don't get real cookies in real life for that, right?
So on the left, you see it's basically like a basket around the algae's head. Keep scrolling down.
Yeah. So
and then
he's got
so
like
it's stuck in a basket, and then its little flagella are free.
He's wearing a corset.
And there, look at him.
Okay. So it's like this, like a cross, and at the end of each cross is a basket and an algae pushing that way. So it's like a wheel.
Yeah. So they're all sort of rotating clockwise on this basically cross, just spinning.
And this cross then propels what? Because there's what's going on in this.
So that's the bicycle. So that's 2 flagella in a basket, just moving along.
Okay. So the idea is that they are pushing something far bigger than them.
More that they just sort of, are just cooperating.
Because they're okay. So do you think they're communicating, or they're just getting lucky?
Hard to tell.
Because they're moving around as if they're going, a bit to the right, bit to the right, bit to the right. No, go left now, go left. But where are they fucking going?
I reckon if we scaled them up, they would do almost as well as us in a soapbox race.
Not a chance.
Can you imagine those little flagellas dangling out the back of our...
I genuinely think we're probably... We just saw our serious untapped potential. We are probably the best soapbox racers ever born on the planet, but we just never gotten into it until now. Do you ever think that about anything?
Yeah.
Like if you ever got into, I don't know, curling or something like that, or if you ever got into discus, that you might have been the best there ever was.
You do say that, but have you ever played a sport with someone who's like generational at something? They're just insane at everything.
I think I could
like you play with a semi-pro footballer and they'll pick up tennis having never played it and just be phenomenal at it.
Yeah, aren't you a bit like that though?
I would say I'm pretty sporty, yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty good at things.
But I don't know to that level. I guess a lot of that comes through the training.
Let's say, okay, but not even sport related.
No, I do know what you mean. Like bowling, like we could literally be the best bowlers ever.
If you did it from this period to this period, if you dedicated your life to it, you could have been the greatest.
Yeah.
Probably could have. Many things.
It is crazy, isn't it?
And we just never untapped that potential.
Yeah. If only we'd tapped that.
That's why I'm thinking we could still be the best soapbox racers of all time.
I think that's just boldness, right?
Our first attempt.
Getting top 3 of all time.
Top 3 of all time, speed-wise.
Well, there's more Red Bull stuff coming up in future, guys, so don't worry about it. We're going to put our stuff to the test.
We're seriously going to unlock the athletes in us. I think they probably live the coolest lifestyles, athletes, don't you?
Yeah. Especially Red Bull ones.
Oh, Red Bull.
Because they don't live the like grim, like training hard and eating hard every single day. Yeah. They're just like, on this fateful day, I'm going to be bold.
Wait, hang on.
Once more into the fray.
They didn't put you on a diet for the Red Bull soapbox race?
No, they put you on a diet.
I was just eating an iceberg lettuce every day and a can of Red Bull.
Oh.
In preparation.
I was wondering why you look so grey and like just, yeah.
Healthy? I was turning into my actual alien.
They are famously paired together. So, That was all quite serious, a bit of serious stuff in the news.
Yeah, that was really serious.
And then a bit of serious science.
You could even say Serious Snape.
And now we've triggered my Siri.
Interesting.
So we decided we're going to end on one of Lara's favourite games of all time. Contexto.
Contexto. Have you named it, or is this an actual thing?
No, so this is a game. So the way this game works... What? So people liked last week's...
What?
What did we play?
We played... Lara, what did we play?
Wordle.
They liked Lara, your voice has changed.
Wordle. They liked last week's Wordle.
Oh, yeah, but I saw a lot of comments of people saying they did it way before us. They're just watching us struggle over thighs.
Looking back, it was really slow.
Yeah.
But this one will be a bit harder for someone to know for sure at home, because you're not just jumping up letters and being like, that's
I don't know what this is, to be honest.
So this one, essentially, you submit a word, and it will tell you how close to the right word it is.
Oh, blooming hell.
And we want the number, essentially, the number of the secret word is number 1, position-wise. And so... yeah, let's just go. And obviously we'll get people at home, even audio listeners, by letting you know. So let's start off. Give us a word. Too slow. Let's go algae.
That's not a word. So what's this then? What's
going
on?
That's a red bar, really bad, 5907.
What does that mean?
So we need to get words much closer.
What is alga? Why is it saying alga?
Oh, probably because it's singular. Is it one alga?
An alga and algae. Okay.
Algae, plural maybe.
Okay. But so why didn't it give us the plural version? It's just not an option then. Okay, what about box?
Oh, box is much closer. We're already on
literally at climax.
195.
Why does it show it twice?
What do you mean?
So there's a box
true.
and then box. What's the message?
I don't actually know.
So, and it's in terms of not what the word looks like, but what the word means, right?
Wait,
so
Lara, is there some sort of dark mode on this? Yeah, that's going to be so much nicer. So next guess, I'm going to guess square, because box is already pretty close.
Okay, so it's context.
Yeah. Oh, square's miles away.
You suck. I'm thinking, so box maybe like basket, like the algae, something like that. You know what I mean? Can we have basket, please? That's disgusting.
Basket's terrible, miles away.
So what?
So box could also mean like boxing, box. So let's go tennis. Oh,
35.
Tennis 35. So box was 195.
So let's
tennis
think.
35.
It could be ball, racket, sport, Andy Murray. You know, stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly.
What do you think?
Well, your turn.
Okay. Can I go for ball?
Well,
further away.
But that does look like it's a ball sport. 225. A nice thick green bar.
Okay. Tennis is the closest for sure.
Tennis is the closest, so it might be a racket sport. I'm going to go with badminton. Oh,
okay, I'm thinking maybe like
tennis, then.
Squash
that's 159.
or something. 159 on the badminton. What about goodminton?
So at the moment we've got tennis at the top, badminton, then box, then ball.
Okay.
And they're all greens, pretty strong, and basket, square, and algae are miles off.
Could we try a bit of squash, please? Bad. Ooh. 535.
Orange bar.
Orange bar. So not good, guys. That's not good.
I'm going to go racket.
Yeah. But then...
No.
Even worse. Let's go for...
Come on, Bob.
Sweatband.
Sweatband.
Terrible.
No.
58,000.
Goodness me.
That's horrific.
You know what? I'm gonna see if we can get a closer sport. I'm gonna say cricket.
Okay.
Because tennis was close. Like it's definitely ranking squash, cricket further away than badminton and tennis.
Cricket's in the orange. So don't you think?
Sport. See,
no, I don't think it. Okay, yeah, let's try sport.
Let's just see if it is the sport.
43. Okay, 43. Yeah, but of course it would be high because if it's tennis related, sport's going to be.
No, but it could have been like racket.
It's specifically try something.
Run. Not really.
It's in the orange. Okay, Lara's come in with a great suggestion. Let's try court. Terrible suggestion.
No, Lara.
It's in the orange. It's 1,400.
This is where Lara gets booed off stage on the live show.
What about grass?
Oh.
Terrible. 6,000 in the red.
I think athletics stuff. It could be in
Olympics.
Yeah, good one. 190.
190. It's good.
So it's probably an Olympic sport. All right, go trainer. Nah.
Red. Okay, let's try athlete.
Games.
Orange. 843. What do you got, pal?
World.
100.
100.
No, golf. 18.
Oh my goodness.
I'm
18.
thinking it's like the PGA Tour or something like that. Like one word.
So 18, it's even closer than tennis.
Probably.
I think it could just be a different sport.
It's golf, tennis.
Maybe it's not golf related because it's still 18 away. So maybe it's a different.
Something you're hitting a ball, like baseball or something like that.
Go for baseball.
Baseball. 700.
Softball. No, that would be way closer. Do it anyway.
175. Really close.
Really
Rounders.
No, it'd be closer, I think.
12,000.
12,000. God, really doesn't like rounders.
What the hell? Any suggestions, guys?
Bowling.
83.
Bowling is 83, so it's just below tennis and golf and sport.
Okay, so either rugby, 400. And I burped as I said that.
That's disgusting. That's so vile.
Oh, God. So it's like throwing or hitting a ball.
Soccer?
Soccer's 124.
Above badminton.
Glove. Good idea, Lara. 142. Nice.
USA. That's 1,000, 1,000, 1,000.
Basketball. 250.
Netball.
Yeah.
Jump.
I don't think it's one word, is it? 41.
Jump is 41. So I think it could be much more of an athletics.
Yeah.
Sprint.
Is there anything where you jump and you hit balls?
Polo.
Oh, is that it?
No, 500 and 500.
Let's try surfing.
That's so rogue.
8.
Surf is 8.
Surf is the closest we've had. Surf 8.
Diving.
Yes!
We got it!
What the hell?
Yes!
What the actual hell?
Let's go. Where did that come from?
That's going to look really weird as well because I was there for ages just thinking of just anything. And I was just like, I'll just try surfing. I thought that would have been shit. That got us close. And then you got diving.
I got diving off surfing, which is quite bizarre.
You're just thinking wet, weren't you?
Yeah, I instantly was like water.
But how is golf then that close?
I don't know.
And tennis was closer. Like, how can they decide tennis
and
is
why
close?
was badminton so much further away off diving?
Yeah, that's what confuses me.
Football, you think would be really high for diving?
Yeah.
Scuba, snorkel, diver, kayaking, sailing, swimming, surfing, underwater.
So obviously all the water things were really high. Climb's pretty high. And then golf.
If we had got any of them above 16, like swim, canoe, boating, windsurfing, if we knew it was water related.
Yeah. How is golf higher than raft and boat?
And shark and reef
and kayak
and paddle.
And skydiving, which is literally diving with sky in front of it. And water sports.
Yeah.
That threw me off. The golf thing threw me off.
Golf being closer than water sports for diving is so weird.
Yeah, we shouldn't have got stuck on like golf and tennis. We should have just thrown out loads of random things.
That is what Lara said. She said there's
right
some weird
all
words
along.
out there, but we did a few and it dented my confidence.
Yeah. Well, there we go.
Well, I hope
fun.
you guys enjoyed the game. I hope you enjoyed the podcast.
Let's do 3 more of them right now.
Yeah. The longest podcast episode ever.
Ever. Yeah, it probably is. Well, that was an absolute pleasure. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Yeah. You're
Thanks
now
for
happier, more stressed out, and more smarter. Come on. So if you enjoyed today's episode, make sure to subscribe for the next one. Rate us highly on all podcast platforms. That's so kind of you. Everyone who's done that so far and everyone who's about to do that, thank you so much because we're still in the top 10 rankings. Come on.
Anyone who's about to do that, thank you so much.
Just thanks in advance. Thank you for all the lovely things you guys do. Join the Patreon at Batch and Arthur because that's where all the fun stuff is. You get early access. You get videos, which we really need to put out right now. It's ready to go. But the early access, you get posts from us. You get cool stuff.
Yeah.
Obviously, we're speaking about the live show coming up. You get early access to tickets. Cheaper tickets to do meet and greets and all the other, just loads and loads of really cool stuff. So come check it out.
Hell yeah.
But most of all, thanks for watching and listening.
Thanks, guys. This has been an absolute pleasure.
Bye.